Hey, here we are on Brunch with Brian this morning, and it's our first weekend of summer. So I want this to be all about taking action this weekend. So what's the saying I say at the end of every Brunch with Brian? Brian, I say, expect success, get the best training, and take action. So that's the prescription for success. And so we want you guys to follow that, starting off with the mindset, expecting success, going into this thinking, I can absolutely do one deal a month or more, and I am going to do one deal a month or more, and I am doing one deal a month or more. So it's almost like it's a self-fulfilling prophecy, that expectation of success. And I'll tell you, if you really look at your life carefully, you'll realize that almost all the problems in your life come from expectations. Almost all the mental anguish you experience is centered around expectations. Either expectations that you have of yourself or your life that you are not living up to, and even on a daily basis. And that's where we foil our own success, by not living up to our own expectations. And sometimes it's expectations others have of us. So if you get in a fight with your spouse over the weekend, here's what you say, or your significant other, here's what you say. If they're mad at you, it's very clear to identify, what did you expect of me that I did not live up to? What was your expectation? Okay? And the same with you. If you're mad at somebody, identify, what was my expectation of them that they didn't live up to? And then be very clear about it and try to be rational about it and not emotional about it. And say, look, here's what I expected, here's what happened, and that's why I'm upset. So next time, just be aware. Sometimes people don't even aware what your expectations are. And when you go into like when I met Lynette, okay, now we all have huge expectations of the person we want to marry and our soulmate and, our significant other. So we have a lot of expectations there. And, it's hard for your spouse or significant other to always meet all your expectations. But that's where you get frustrated. So look at so what's the answer? The answer is compromise. The answer is adjusting your expectations in some instances and not in others. Okay, so sometimes you have every right to expect certain things from another person, especially if you're paying them. If you're paying somebody something, I want you to be clear about what you expect. Sometimes we're not clear about what our own expectations are. So what are your expectations? Okay, when you come on Brunch with Brian, what are your expectations? That you're going to get motivated and you're going to learn something about real estate investing, or motivation, personal development, something like that. And you're going to get a pick-me-up. It's going to be a positive spot in your day. So that's for sure what I try to deliver, of course, every day. Now, look at other people in your life and what you expect of them. And in your real estate, if you have an acquisitionist or a VA, a virtual assistant, I want you to be very clear about what your expectations are of them. It's amazing how sometimes you pay a lot for services, real estate related, and you're never really clear on what your expectations were, and they're failing the expectations, and then you keep on using that service for a long time even though they're not meeting your expectations. So be very clear on what are your expectations, what do you want to achieve, and what do you expect. And that's out of yourself too. Now that's where your schedule comes in. How many hours you expect yourself to work and to put into your real estate every week. And then if you fall short of those of your own expectations, then of course you're going to be upset and anxious. And so that's where the best thing you can do is live up to your schedule. Live up to those expectations that your schedule creates. That's why I always talk about how schedule may be the most important thing to success of all. I talk about the 17 items on your real estate to-do list, and number 17 is schedule. And it's last, and it's the most important, that you commit to that schedule. Your schedule is what keeps you, what holds you accountable, and it's what sets the expectation. So if you don't have that schedule, and if you don't know, I'm supposed to be doing real estate at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. on Monday till 7 p.m., I'm supposed to be doing calls. If you don't have that written down in your schedule, you're never going to even know that was your expectation. Okay, so expectations start the process. And what do you expect? And this is where you set your goals. So what do you expect to make this summer, in the next 3 months, June, July, August? Everybody's got to do at least one deal. I mean, that's drop dead. One pre-funded creative financing, seller financing type deal. And then some other deals hopefully too. But everybody's got to do between 1 and 6 deals this summer. Okay, so that's your expectation. Now, if you don't live up to at least one deal, then you're going to fail your own expectations and be unhappy. So that's why we got to do everything we can to live up to our own expectations. And that's where you put in the time on your calendar, on your schedule. Your schedule will lead to the results that you want when you're doing what we tell you to do, when you're following our instructions. So this weekend is an important weekend. I definitely want you to go see at least one house this weekend, so make that your goal for this weekend. At least go look at one property. Even if you just have to go and call through some Zillow leads and use our FSBO opening call script. That's the best script in the business for calling people, for calling sellers. It has the script worked right in there. If you don't have that FSBO script, let us know. Call 888-RICH-NOW or call the office or text us. Go to realestatewinners.com and let us know that you need that, because that's the core. That's your opening call. Every deal you do is opening call, closing call, deal meeting, and it starts with that opening call, and that's where the FSBO script plays in, is perfect. So use that FSBO call this weekend. Get yourself some appointments. Go out and see some properties this weekend, at least one. Set that expectation. And even if it's a cash deal, just go see some houses. Go drive. If you don't have an appointment, and I know you can just look up some people on Zillow to call. But if you even failing that, go out and just go driving for dollars. Drive around, write down addresses of houses that look distressed that you can make offers on. Get out there in the neighborhood and see what you can make happen this weekend. Take action. It's the beginning of summer, so let's live up to those. Expect success. Get the best training and take action. So that's what we always say at the end of every brunch with Brian, but now is the time to really implement that. So I'm going to expect success and take action. Let's say that for our affirmation today. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to expect success and take action. I'm going to expect success and take action. One more time. I'm going to expect success and take action. Yes. Okay, let's do our deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. Big smile. Let it out. Okay, loosen up your shoulders and your neck. Nice and loose. Nice deep breath in. Hold it a little bit. Let it out. And one more. Feels so great. Great way to start your day physically. You can always stretch and stuff too. That's always great. So great brunch with Brian today. You know what the prescription is for this weekend. What's the instructions for this weekend is to, and this is the way we sign off every brunch with Brian, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and always taking action. Okay, have a great weekend.